The Mortal Thor #1 by Al Ewing was released few days ago, presenting a new story and a new beginning for the God of Thunder. In the Immortal Thor finale, Loki killed All-Father Thor by stabbing him with a piece of the Eternity Mask turned into an arrow. Thor then wakes up to find himself in New York City, with his brother Loki turned into a kid, calling himself Lucky. He gives Thor a wallet with a few dollars and an apartment key, and Thor says that his name is Sigurd Jarlsson and that he's just a man. The book opens with Thor in his new apartment watching TV and living his life as a normal man. He goes out and meets his neighbor Christine, who obviously had met him before and knows him by the name Sigurd. She asks Thor if he is from Sweden, and he says that he is from Norway, and that he doesn't remember much from his past life except his name, and that he works with a hammer, and that New York is the best city in the world, a statement which Christine does not agree with. She then asks if he got amnesia, and he says that he thinks that he was in a fight, and that he has done a lot of fighting, and that he probably was hit on his head. He also says that he does not have a job, but maybe today this will change. It's true that he lost everything, but it's enough for him if he can still be a good man. He also mentions a very kind person who found him when he came and gave him his apartment key, namely Loki, or Lucky, who was waiting for Thor outside. Thor says that they need construction workers, and he remembers being that, and that he is going to meet the landlord in a warehouse somewhere. But Chris says that this looks shady, and Loki says that he can't help with this because money is a human problem, and he's a creature of myth and magic. Later on at the construction site, a foreman from Roxxon speaks to the workers on strike and tells them that they need to sign a non-disclosure agreement and that they can't talk about it or they will be taken to the court and will be walked past the picket line. The foreman says that they are not strike breakers but replacement workers and they need to sign the agreement to break the strike. One of the foreman's guards calls Thor a princess, and Thor tells him that he knows the symbol on his arm. The man says that Thor, the god of storm, is going to wash all the scum away, but Thor says that this does not seem right and wonders why the workers striking. The foreman interferes and tries to convince Thor of Roxxon's plan to end the strike, but Thor says that he will not take the job and will not harm a stranger for his own gain and that he will treat others the way he likes to be treated, then walks away. His words influenced the workers who refused to sign the agreement to break the strike and followed him. Later on, and on his way back home, Thor is interrupted by the foreman's guards from Roxxon, who tell him that he should not have taken these dangerous shortcuts because something bad could happen to him. The man tells Thor that his speech offended the gods and that Thor is angry and wants to punish the unrighteous. He threatens Thor with a knife, while the other man tries to strangle him with a chain. The man cuts Thor in the face, but Thor takes his hammer out of his bag and smashes the man's face, who is trying to strangle him, then dodges the other man's attack before hitting him with the hammer in his back. Thor then throws his hammer at the third and hits him in the face. The other man attacks Thor again and takes him down, telling him that his hammer will not jump back into his hand, but Thor knees him, then picks his hammer and smashes his head with a blow that probably killed him. The third man wonders who Thor is, and Thor tells him that the angry Thor who wants to punish the unrighteous is coming, declaring a war on Roxxon. Although Thor is powerless in this run and is brought to a street levels fighter, he still holds a hammer and still fights like the god he truly is. Let me know what you think about this book, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.